to appreciate members of the executive for being there all this while. They did well. We have had to put in a lot of efforts day and night to make sure that all that we have been doing, we make it a success. So thank you so much, and God bless you. To God be all the glory. Dear esteemed executives, principals of our great school, members of SAGSOSA, or let me say independent SAGSOSA Electoral Committee. When they were appointed as Electoral Committee, but as soon as they started, they upgraded to Independent Electoral Committee, and indeed they did very, very well. It is with profound gratitude to God Almighty and a sense of satisfaction that I stand before you today as we hold our annual general meeting and also to inaugurate new executives. It's been 3 years since you mandated us to steer the ship of our alumni association. We are here to give account of our stewardship as well as take oath for another term for which you have generously chosen us. I welcome you all back to St. Anthony's Grammar School, Eshiwe Jebumoshi. This meeting affords us the opportunity to reflect on the last 3 years. Our school, which was founded in December 1954, commenced teaching and learning in February 1955 with 32 students. Today, more than 15,000 individuals have walked through our halls and classrooms, each of them leaving an indelible mark on our legacy. With these statistics, the participation in building the school by all students over the years has been disappointing and unacceptable. The alumni has always been the pride and toast in other schools who are our contemporaries. However, there has been a significant change in all of this since we held sway, and we can only hope for the better. I want to start by thanking God Almighty for His hand of protection over us all, for helping us thus far. To our ever great alumni, I salute you for staying connected to our community and for embodying giving and service. Our appreciation goes to the school management, teachers, non-academic staff, and students for keeping the flag flying. Now, the current status of the school. Quite a number of people, from the feedbacks that we get, do not know the status of our school as of today. And I've made effort in the past to try to explain to us what the school looks like, what operates within the school. St. Anthony's Grammar School, like other missionary schools in Ogun State, have witnessed some transformation due to government policies over the year. Today, there are 3 schools within the premises of St. Anthony's, namely St. Anthony's Grammar School Senior, St. Anthony's Grammar School Junior, and St. Anthony's Grammar School Private. The first 2 are owned by government, while the private school is owned by the Catholic Diocese. These schools coexist in the same premises in peace and harmony. All former students from these schools are members of our alumni. I must thank the principals and management of the respective schools for creating a very conducive environment for teaching and learning. In view of the peaceful coexistence among these schools, we as alumni have extended our activities to all the 3 schools with special emphasis on the public school. At this point, I must state that our school over the years has been a breeding place, has not been a breeding place for trans and criminals. Our core values have been promoting academic excellence, sporting excellence, moral excellence, and excellent social interaction. That has been our core values. I use this medium to assure government and indeed all stakeholders of our support in the efforts to rid all our schools of common vices confronting educational development, specifically looking at cultism, which is a menace that started ravaging secondary schools all over the country. When we assumed office 3 years ago, the school was in a bad shape. The infrastructure, such as laboratory and classrooms, were in a bad shape, and as well as insufficient government attention. Government attention was poor. Alumni participation was also poor, because at that time, not many of the alumni were looking back to see and participate in what was going on in the school. It reminds us that there was so much to do to reposition the national body of our association, as well as give the school a rebirth due to many years of inadequate attention. We started by restructuring the association for effectiveness and inclusiveness. During the restructuring, we created what we call Central Working Committee. The Central Working Committee is a body comprising of chairmen and secretaries of all class sets. If there's any class set that is not represented here, please let us know. It is statutory that we are there, it's a decision-making body. So it's important for everyone to be there. We also created our constitution. Before now, we have a working constitution. We already have one now, and I'm sure we are circulating this, and all of us we have it. We have also embarked on very intensive mobilization of members, class sets, and chapters across the globe. Our active class set has increased from about 9. When we came on board, the active sets that we know were about 9. But today, to the glory of God, we have more than 35 that are active and they are working. Within the period under review, I'm happy to also report that 2 more groups of our alumni has also been formed abroad. We have chapters in Europe. We have another one in North America. That of the North America, as we speak, has been registered. We registered in the state of Texas and is active. We already have accounts and they're working. I'm holding meetings with them. And by the grace of God, we are hoping that that of Europe will also be registered very, very soon. One thing is that in all the major schools, what we found is that it is the diaspora chapters that has always been their backbone. And that's why we have been working towards that direction. And I'm happy that they have received us and they have always been working with us. Whenever they are convinced about any project, they participate very, very well. So by the grace of God, the Europe chapter, we are looking forward, we're praying that will also be registered. In our 3 years in the SAGSOSA, we have facilitated the construction of projects through donations from members. Let me say that it's important to state that all our donations that we have received has been online, through WhatsApp donations and so on. This place where we are, going to be our first project. I think we spent about 23 or thereabout that we received the first donation. Before we also moved to the laboratory, and it was also online as well. It is a mark of trust in the part of our whole student, and we appreciate all of this. This place is a block of 4 classroom, which can also be converted to a hall. And as you can see, we are already using the place. We have also facilitated various projects through the class sets and members. That when we came on board, we had to also work with class sets. Thank you. We have to work with various class sets to ensure that we are not the only one executing projects. And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the various classes who have worked with us. If you look at the main gate, it was done by a class in 1985, and it looks very beautiful. You look around, you also find solar lights, lighting up this place at night. That was done by 84 set. The other gate, on the other side, all these gates were done with gatehouse. Even the other one at the other side also has convenience in it. That was done by 83 set, and so on like that. We have quite 1981, they donated more to, I think it's 5 horsepower each. They donated more for us to cut the field. Why we are not seeing it on the field, I still don't know, but we'll get there. In spite of the wonderful impact made by Antonius and Santos, the school still requires the following for a good learning environment. In spite of what we have done here, the school still lacks a lot of things, both junior, senior, and private school. First and foremost, they all need more classrooms. They need more classrooms. And I want to appeal that, we can help them. We still need to intervene to help them. If you are here during their learning session, you will have to beat them. I went to 1974 sets. I came here during school session, and in one class, I met over 200. Over 200. I cannot put it on the platform, because we don't know where it will get to. It's ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. And, they just have to continue. So at least we still have a long way to go. So, Lord, help us. If you look at the back here, that is the school hall. It's been abandoned for years. The structure is still there. As we speak, we don't have a school hall. This is the only place where we have. And if the school is in session, we can use this place. So, and another disadvantage is that as we continue to use this place, we continue to impact negatively on the furniture. They pack it out and pack it in, and you know what that means. So we still need quite a lot of things here. We also need teachers in some areas. We need teachers. The last time we were at the ministry, and we discussed with the commissioner as well as TESCOM chairman. That was when they were recruiting, and when they brought in teachers, I think they included the ones we requested for. But nevertheless, some has also been transferred out. So those means that they still need more teachers. Our laboratory, thank God for what we have been able to do here. We have rehabilitated the place. physics and laboratory chemistry have been equipped, leaving the chemistry lab, which is yet to be equipped. The chemistry lab is the most critical one there, and they still need chemicals and other equipments there. So it's not as if the laboratory is totally done. So please, we still need people to help us in the laboratory. And that is that. We'll continue to work on it, and we pray that God will help us. Appreciation. On behalf of the National Executive, our National Executive will proudly call ourselves the Platinum Team. And that is the Platinum Team 1. At the place of God, Platinum Team 2 will take off today. So on behalf of Team 1, I want to express a heartfelt appreciation to you all in every part of the world for your unwavering passion and generosity, which has played a pivotal role in giving the school a rebirth. Your contributions in mentorship, financial support, simply sharing your journey have not gone unnoticed. You have inspired us to strive for excellence and foster a spirit of collaboration and kindness. Thank you for being an integral part of the story of St. Anthony's. I will not forget to express my deepest gratitude to our very inspiring and dedicated management staff. While we still expect a lot from them, if you are here during the school hours, always come around here and you will see our teachers, our principals, with those students, you will know that we are really doing a lot. It's not because it's a member of the executive, but I want to openly thank them. We are representing all the other principals here. I want to say thank you for the bit that you have been able to do. They are very, very, I don't know how to describe them. Yes. And each time we come and we find them, we say it is the Antonian spirit in them. They control them, they manage the spirit here. I want to manage it, but thank you so much. God bless you. Very especially, I want to appreciate our alumni. Everything we do here, all the development you see around here, the alumni are totally responsible. Not the executive, but the alumni. And we want to thank you very, very much for all that you do for St. Anthony's School. A lot of people are on a particular platform where we have the commissioner there and executives from other alumni association in the state. It was created by the state government. And each time we post anything from St. Anthony's, they covet the kind of things we do around here. And each time I look back and see that the alumni that has made us very, very proud. And sometimes too, the commissioner himself and such other directors, when they want to talk to other people, they tell them go and learn from St. Anthony's. Always very, very proud. Thank you so much. So the second part of this speech I will deliver after the inauguration. So once again, thank you for coming. I appreciate all the efforts, traffic and all that, everything. Thank you so much. God bless you. I also want to thank our people in diaspora. I'm sure they are watching. God bless you all. You can only do more for St. Anthony's. Thank you.
President. That's my president. Do you know him? That's my president. President. I quickly look at the agenda and I'm saying that the president has done items 5, items 7 and possibly items 9 together. President Eyinu Konton. And then she will wear presentation once again. The next item on the agenda is the goodwill messages from set chairmen, chapters representatives, and dignitaries from diaspora. But before I do that, let me quickly recognize those who have joined us at the AGM. Ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate Antonia Sunday Ogunjinrin. Where are you? Thank you for coming. Also Antonia Odushote Olushola. Where are you? Odushote. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate Antonia, Pastor Francis Olurotimi Adeoye. You know him? Do you know? 71 to 75 sets. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my youngest brother and father right there. Once again. Ladies and gentlemen, the man served this association for 15 good years. The man held the fort while the association was still struggling. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lagos State, Nigeria, celebrate the immediate past president of SAGSOSA, Philip Olariwaju Atoye. From From the mainland. From the mainland.
Yeah, the governor has them in mind to almost put roads, provide the electricity.
From the mainland. From Oroi, Kwara State, and Akute, Lagos, Nigeria, Philip. Ladies and gentlemen, the president has directed that let's everybody come forward for the sake of photographs. Please, let's come forward. So that the Antonian family across the globe can see us and capture us properly. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook. Special appreciations to all the aspirants, Antonians across the globe watching us all over the world. We thank you for your support at all times. May the Lord honor you. Ladies and gentlemen, Antonia Ogundeyi Abolanle Temitope is also here. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you, Antonia Abolanle. From where? From Odogolu, Nigeria. Yeah, Odogolu, Nigeria. The most interesting part of this agenda is item 8, which is comments, reactions from the reports that will be presented. Please take note of the reports of the president. Should you have questions, comments, or advice, please let's note it down so that we will have the privilege of asking the president questions. And also, as a form of advert, we have t-shirts here for sale, and I'm aware the anniversary book here is also available. If you are interested, kindly grab your copy. Mr. President, presentation of reports continues. Let me quickly do my own presentation because of items 14 that the barrister identified on the platform. I used to be item 7, but now it's on items 14. So we are fully prepared. There's double portion for everyone, according to the president. There is eating and what? Taking. Yeah. My report is on the platform. Let's quickly open it as I do a quick summary of the presentation now. reports of the National Secretary, Tamplana Taiwo Adeoye, at the annual general meeting of St. Anthony's Grammar School in Shure, Ijebu-Imushin. The National President, members of NEC on the top table, the past president, school principals here present, great Antonians across the globe, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I may not have the luxury of time to read the details of this report, but I'll quickly go through the summary. It is great pleasure and with pure ecstasy that I stand before you today to present my report as your secretary for the last 3 years. I'm grateful to God for the privilege He has given us to serve our alma mater. 3 years ago, we were here for the inauguration as new executives into this association, and through the orders of life, there were replacements and changes as we have in my report. From time to time, we have our virtual meetings as NEC members. We also have meetings at CWC level, that's the Central Working Committee. There are diaspora meetings, and of course, there are general meetings. As we have observed, there is always low turnout at our meetings. This is not encouraging, as the National President has emphasized. This is our AGM. We will have over 200 in attendance. As of now, we are just over 20, which is not good going forward. As the President has also said, we created so many platforms to bring the Antonian spirit together. This service, the notice board, those in America chapter, the Europe chapter, and what have you. To bring the spirit of oneness together, we held series of retreats and workshops as NEC members. This we will continue to do going forward. When we came on board, we made courtesy visits to the past president of our association. I remember joining the team to visit Tukuru in Lagos, Victor Banjo, and a host of Antonians, to be able to tell them where we are and where we are going forward. Functions and engagements. The NEC also availed themselves to attend functions of Antonians around Ogun State and in Lagos. We are all aware that there are several projects that the team embarked upon, especially where we are now, and other projects that the team also supervised during the last 3 years. Permit me to talk about the 70th anniversary. The historic anniversary took place between the 16th and 21st December 2024 here in Santos. The anniversary with the team, together we built, celebrating 70 years of wonderful memories and reviving our common heritage, was indeed successful. The team, the NEC, inaugurated 41 members as planning committees, ably led by Pa Philip Onlaiwaki, and the inauguration was done in Lagos, the Academic Institute in Ikeja, and afterwards they held several meetings, mostly on weekends. At this juncture, permit me to thank the IPP for constantly having those meetings, but we couldn't have done much without those meetings, you know. And it helps every weekend, every night, and I see those messages there again, Santos. This is the gentleman. At the 70th anniversary, we had courtesy visits to traditional healers, physical training, fitness awareness nights. The gala night was held in Lagos, which was wonderful. Health and prize giving day, the anniversary marks, and of course the commissioning projects and the grand finale here in school. The anniversary was attended by members. Notable dignitaries included the Commissioner of Education, Professor Abayomi Aribabu, and traditional rulers, just to mention a few. The financial report will be presented by the financial secretary or the treasurer. But as a secretariat, what is our vision? And what do we desire going forward? Our plans is that St. Anthony's Grammar School will be sustainable, will be effective, will be running, whereby the businesses that we do here will employ 10, 15, 20 PTA teachers and keep them running, because as the president has said, the teachers are not adequate, and there's a lot that is expected from our alma maters. That brings to fore the completion of the multi-purpose hall. If that is done, we know our clients that we love parties here. People can come into the school to rent those halls, and will be kept, and the proceeds will be used to run the association. We could have a bus for rentals, for transportation. We have schools who have buses, ELOS buses that it will be branded as a St. Grammar School. Weekends they can hire to neighboring states, and there we can generate a little money from them. This is our aspiration for the school. Finally, special appreciation goes to God Almighty for the infinite grace to serve my alma mater. Special thanks to my handsome father, a proud Antonian of 71 to 75 sets, who ensured that 2 of his children attended this citadel of wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, my father is there, Francis Olurotimi Adeoye. Please celebrate him. So my loving President Antonia Prince Rotimi Bakari, you have stood so tall and you have covered my back at all times. I sincerely thank you, sir. To the Platinum Executives, you all made history with the 70th anniversary. History will remember you for all the days of your life. I thank you all that despite my status and my juniors in NEC, you love me and you so much appreciate me. To my class, 98 said thank you for your tremendous support. Thank everyone, my families, my friends for bearing all despite my inavailability. To all Antonians across the globe, thank you for the love, your financial commitment to our alma mater, your donations is really overwhelming. Thank you and God bless you. The financial reports will be presented by none other than the treasurer and the past principal of St. Anthony's Grammar School, Ishuri Mission. Ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate Pa Oladipupo. Pa Oladipupo Olugwewesa.
Thank you very much for point of correction. I'm not Pa. I've seen a baby boy. I've seen a baby boy, please. So, thank you very much for calling me today, and we thank God that we are here again this year for the presentation of the report. Actually, since we assumed office, we have been making the presentation of the report as usual every time and every moment. So, presenting a report today is not just the first time, but regularly, in as much as there's any payment, we will give report. Anytime there's a payment on the platform, you see the report. So we have been doing that regularly and every time. Now, the one I'm going to present is just the one that took place after the last report we presented. Because about 2 months ago, we presented a report, the financial report. So this one is just based on the fact that after I presented the report last time, so I continued from that place till June 5. So we have 2 foreign accounts. That's the dollar account and the first bank, 20, 42, 48, 61, 92. We have about $4.5 balance there in that account.
Then the first bank account, the pounds account, has not been operated at all. So we have zero balance in the account. Account number 20, 42, 90, 60, 43. That is that. Then on our first bank account, that's the one we tagged annual dues account. The last report we presented, we have a balance of 1,330,844.37. We have annual dues of 50,000 naira. Then anniversary donation from Dr. Adewale Adenayaki, 250,000. Anniversary donation from Chief Adekambi, 150,000. Then another payment of 232, 515 naira. Then we have payment from this election. The members that took part in this election, the payment they made, the annual dues, as another payment they made. That one amounted to 390,300 naira. Then, donation made by Antonians towards the burial of late that is amounted to 1,310,416 naira. The total, as at that time, June 6, amounted to 3,417,075 naira 37. Out of that money, we made a back payment for road D. As we all understand that the roads are being segmented. We have road A, road B, the road is road B, then the roundabout is road C towards the principal's office. Then after the principal we have road D. So we have the payment of part payment of road D of 1.2 million naira. The gift and transport is to Lagos. We have 130,000 naira. Then the banner and the banners for and logistics for the burial of late Ayola Widdy 100,000. Then the donation to the Widdy family 1 million naira. The bank charges we have 5,466 naira 73 kobo. The total is 2 million. The total expenditure is 2,535,463 naira 64 kobo. Then the balance in the first bank now, as at June 6, we have 981,600 naira 64 kobo. That's for therefore the UPA project account. The balance brought forward now is 141,708 naira 60. The Gala night payment from our chairman, which is 1 million naira. The interest on that 18,876 naira 19 kobo. The total in that project account is 159,624 naira 86 kobo. In the expenditure, we paid the security, we assisted in paying the security of the school 80 naira. Then the payment for road E, that is of road E, 100,000 naira. Administrative and logistics, 50,000 naira. Bank charges, 1,295 naira 12 kobo. The total there is 831,295 naira 12 kobo. Then the balance in that account now is 328,000 naira 74 kobo. That's in that project account. Then not far. Other expenses from the anniversary payment. We have the construction of drainage from the principal's quarters to the Aggie Road, from this end here down to the Aggie Road. Because when we when we are planning for this road project then, last year, we did not consider the drainage. But it was later discussed at the anniversary committee meeting that before the construction of the road, we must first of all do the drainage. So we decided to divert by going towards constructing the drainage from this end down to the Ivy Road opening. We have that's 6,679,000 naira. Then the road constructions with the interlocking and curbstones and the entrance of the school gate there. Because when we came in, we found out that erosion from the main road normally enters the school. So blocking and the field with debris and something like that. So we have to make sure we open up the drainage under. Then make sure we raise the frontage of the school that water will not come into the school again. The erosion will not come to the school. So all these things amounted to there. That's the end of the middle block. It cost us from the principal down to the other, from the principal's quarters down to the end of this junior block, middle block. 12 million, I'm sorry, 220,000 naira. Then the total we have spent on both drainage and the road amounted to 19,506,000 naira. That's the report as at 6 June 2025. Thank you very much. Presented by the outgoing treasurer.
Afikun presented by the outgoing treasurer. Can we have the social and welfare officer to please come forward for your presentation quickly? The outgoing social and welfare officer. The life wire of a party, Otsuba Olufela Ikudi.
SAGSOSA, and once again, I said you are all welcome to our AGM. Mine won't be so, it won't be much. From our final message, I'm handing over the position of the social director of our alma mater. The compassion of our members and unwavering commitment we have towards each other's well-being. Together, we have reached out to those in need, celebrated milestones, and stood in solidarity during the movement because this experience have not only strengthened us, but have left a lasting impact on me personally. I want to thank the national president in a very special way. I said I want to thank in a very special way. It's always been on my name. Fela, what is happening? I learned somebody sick. Hey, Fela, you are not doing your job. Fela, call this. Fela, do that. I want to thank him in a very special way for making it to work. I want to appreciate all the executives of our various sects, all the executives of the National High School, and every member who supported and advised, partnered with me in delivering on our collective vision. Your encouragement and cooperation made this journey meaningful and fulfilling. As I hand over the baton to my successor, I do so with great confidence in the ability and the strength of this association. And I'm hopeful that the foundation we have built together will continue to grow stronger, and that the spirit of service and unity will remain at the heart we do. Though I may no longer hold the office, I remain an active and committed member of the association and ever ready to support and contribute in my way. Thank you for your trust, friendship shared together. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our outgoing welfare director. Central Bank.
Thank you very much. Yes, I could have give the account of the welfare donation towards Antonia Rotimi Obeotu. Because I know the contribution is still ongoing. But presently we are having 495,000 naira by the Antonians related towards the welfare of that Antonia Rotimi Obeotu. Now, we are still waiting for more donations. Maybe by the time we conclude, we now give the money to the family of Obeotu. Thank you. And at the same time, the 79 and 78 set, together they contributed about 800,000 to that group. 79, 78 set group, they have contributed 800,000 towards the welfare of that person waiting above. Thank you very much.
So if there are questions or comments, please let's note it down.
Sorry, before we lose sight, this issue of welfare, I just want to make a brief comment. But in addition to our treasurer has read, there was another issue of welfare during the year. I think that was last year. Ms. Talabi, I know her as Ms. Talabi. So the class set called us that they have been, helping her and they cannot continue anymore. So we put it on the platform. The sum of 86,000. The treasurer should have added it, was raised, and we sent 90,000 to the lady directly last year. So we have been trying in the area of welfare as well. But the issue is this: the procedure for welfare is that if any of our members, Antonians, have any challenge, the first port of call will be the class set, not the national. It is the class set that will get in touch with us, and then we will dialogue and see how far they have gone before we can now to the general platform. That suffices to say that if you are an Antonian and you don't belong anywhere, you are not likely to get help from anywhere among us. So it's important, let's tell our friends, let's tell everybody, you must belong to somewhere. So that at the end of the reason for that is that we in the national, we don't know everybody, and we cannot possibly know everybody. It is the class head that can identify. So once they tell us that this person is our member, and that they have done this, they have done that, if your class head rejects you, I'm sorry, it means that you have been rejected. Nobody will come for you. So please, identify with your class set and go along with them. It's very, very important. God bless you all. Sorry, as for our brother Obeotu, tomorrow by the grace of God, whatever we have, we will forward to the family. So that's the situation. Okay. Yes, some people have suggested that we should have a dedicated welfare account. By the grace of God, next week we will open a dedicated welfare account where anybody can put anything. It's going to be for welfare and welfare. So all these contributions we are making will go there. So that it's not when we have emergency that we start running around. Whatever we have there, we can still at least start with before we start making donations. Thank you.
From President. For carrying Kapo. If you don't belong to any set, we don't know you. That's the summary of the President's reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to the principal of St. Anthony's Grammar School Senior for our brief presentation.
Of Santos. Of school. I want to bless the name of the Lord for this opportunity. But before I go, I want to appreciate the national presidents, Prince Rotimi Bakari, the members of the ISEC, our IPP here, the other platinum executives, and all the national bodies here present. Okay, so I have a dual role to play and a dual report to give as an ex-official member and as the principal of the school. In actual fact, I was put here to represent the interests of the Antonians. Let me first appreciate the IPP, Elder Toyemi, for making himself available and accessible for us to tap from his wealth of wisdom about the Tommy Ori lesson. I appreciate my indefatigable president, our coach, and our team lead. I appreciate you for your relentless efforts and the resilient spirit you have throughout the last tenure of office. In fact, I want to tell you it's a rare gem. It's a good force to work with, and I'm happy I have identified with him. He's always keeping us on our toes. He's the type that cannot be left stranded. We are still trying to drag our feet. He's already looking out for alternative. The alternative route to get the job done, especially during the period of anniversary. Late night meetings, like she had and I let them party. I want to know the till last night, at the secretary, till last night, I should have the first time. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. So the national body of all students, bless you all for surrounding. I want to bless God for surrounding us with people like you to support us in all ramifications. Financially, you are there for us. Morally, mentally, making Santos to be an envy of other schools around. We appreciate you all. Most times you drop by to check on us. I'm calling in to see how we are faring. I give kudos to Mrs. Jigon Taiwo, Antonia Taiwo Jigon Ni Ogunde. Please help me to clap for her. Help to appreciate her. If she's on the road, she will always drop by. If she sees us, maybe we are trying to discipline our students, she will drop by. So give her input to discipline the students with us. It's always, a teacher is always a teacher. Though she's retired but not tired. I appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate Barrister Taufik Lawal too. In his own capacity too. He will come in. I invited some old students that time to give an enlightenment program to our students in the area of sciences, commercial, and Humanities. My president here came in to give the students in the commercial class and the enhancement program. Barrister came in too. There's another pharmacist, Dr. Dia. Thank you for honoring my invitation. Thank you for supporting me at all times. Thank you so much. I bless the name of the Lord for your life. And we are promising you that our students will reciprocate this kind gesture by bringing Lawrence home to make Santos proud and more enviable. Thank you and God bless you. On behalf of the current students, we appreciate the National Body of Post Students once again for helping us in diverse ways. May God bless you. At this point, I want to actually recap some of the various intervention projects we have been enjoying. We have mentioned so many, so I said some. I don't want you to be cross with me if I don't mention your own. That's why I said some, because I don't want to repeat it. Most especially this time that I'm around, you have so much contributed to support us. The supports are coming from various sets and from individuals. As at the time I was in office, some of these projects were commissioned during the anniversary. The block of 4 classrooms that we are in is one of the 3 blocks that we have in the school. This place is meant for the sciences. In actual fact, we have come during the period of academic session. I think we are going to put a canopy outside because we won't be able to displace my students. We have another one on the administrative block and the 74 set. These are the 3 buildings that we have in the senior school. Think about it. The Lord will help us. Rebuilding our equipment of the science laboratory complex by the general body, replacement and enhancement of the main gate by my own set. I said my own set because we are 85 sets. Clap for us. Donation of solar lights. Now replacement and rebuilding of second school gate by 1983 set, so that my president will not say I will send their sets. Donation of solar lights around the school compound by 1984 set. Donation of science equipment to the laboratory by 1978 set. Institution of various prizes for academic performance, including WAEC results by 1974 set. So many like that. Don't let me be repeating myself. That this man, unique gents, donated 105 fruits and melena trees to the 3 schools. Maybe by the time they are finished cutting all those ones, others will be coming forth. The 1996 set came to reconstruct the windows on that admin block. You will see brown windows, the crackle windows that really helped us. There is a set with this railway foundation. I think they were led by Barrister Taufik Lawal. The founder of that set is from 2006. He donated suggestion box, clothes rags, to inform our outgoing students not to destroy their uniforms. They should donate it back to the junior ones. So they brought the clothes rags so that whenever they bring it, we will be hanging it there. 1984 set also donated plastic chairs for our use during their 40th anniversary. The old student general intervened to ensure school payments of our security allowance for a period of time. They have left us alone. Please, you can still come back to our aid. The government is always on our neck. Nothing must be stolen from the school. We are not given gas. So it is we here that we also do it. We have been doing it. The Lord will continue to help you to do it for us. All students' intervention of the payments of 20 students during this last WAEC, that is this lady, Adekoya Foundation, she donated funds for them. She donated school uniforms for the indigent students and exercise books for the students. Some other students also dropped by to give us 1 or 2 things. The intervention of success and individual to the success of our upcoming palliative service. We have really tried. This morning, our senior citizen here, Jabba College, brought his own prize. I've been calling on set. Our daddy here, Mr. Alipanjo, set. They gave us money. Other sets are promising. Once this VST is a success, please, you can still help us. We also want to mention something about maintenance culture that we have been mentioning it on the platform. It is very easy for people out there to say, what are the principals doing? You are not maintaining the projects. I want us to please come around. Please. It is only the president and the solidarator that we have been seeing. They cannot come all the time. If those contractors see that people are coming to check them up, they will do a thorough job that will be easy to maintain. I don't want to say more than that, but before we go, we can still move around the school. We appreciate how far you have done with us. Thank you. God bless you. As our next official member of this set, SAGSOSA, I am sponsored by 8085 Center. I want to appreciate myself too. During my tenure here, I have worked closely with EXCOS to advance the interests of our alma mater and the alumni community. In fact, that is one of the reasons the alumni is putting an old student at the realm of affairs to be the principal to properly monitor the various projects, what are key achievements as the platinum EXCOS. Many have been mentioned. I just want to summarize that we have strengthened the alumni relations, we have support alumni initiatives, we have promoted alumni engagement, and also we advance alumni interests. We still have challenges. Despite all the beautiful things that have been done, there is no how we don't have challenges. The greatest challenge we have is the resource mobilization. We don't know how, as a school, as a principal, we don't know how to get out there and start to say, please, we need this, we need that. Don't think I am lying. They say, that's your beautiful school. Even my colleagues, the AMCOS, the principal colleagues, will say, I'm telling Farah women, collecting give me school. They can see the building from afar. They can see the beautiful structure from afar. They are always envying us. So please continue to come to our aid. The major problem I have now is the wing of that beautiful gate that are set and put up. The wing is just too low. The students will always be students. Last week when they finished the WAEC exams, they put up their usual character to disrupt the peace of the school. We were chasing them out through the gate. They were jumping in back through the fence because the fence is too low. The Lord will help us. Please help us. We are Oliver Twist. Though you may think we are very big, like other people are saying, but the usual song that is being sung nowadays, they will say, Ododo ni wow, Ebomiri wow, Ododo la shijeo, ati tagarara. Ebomiri wow, the Lord will help you. We also have this chemistry department. President mentioned it too. The physics lab and the biology lab have been taken care of to some extent. But we still need chemicals for all our students to be well taken care of even before the final exam, so that this exam will not be strange to them when they are asked to perform experiments. The Lord will help you to help us in Jesus' name. What about our hall? This is the hall we use for our WAEC. We have not finished. We still have papers next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. If it had been the time of WAEC, we would be able to sit down here. But this hall cannot accommodate all of us. WAEC is always frowning at it to have 2-3 halls for a single paper. When we have overflow, we either put them on the balcony, and if one will not allow them to stay, we put them in the laboratory. And they will be thinking maybe we want to do one shady thing. That's why we are hiding some people. We still need a big hall. The Lord will help you to help us. As Oliver Twist has said it, we are still asking for more. God will continue to empower your financial capacity to do more for us. In conclusion, as an ex-official member of the National EXCO, I am proud of the progress we have made in advancing the interests of our alma mater and its alumni community. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve and looking forward to continue to work with EXCO and alumni to build a stronger and more vibrant community. Thank you and God bless you.
A round of applause for Antonia Adedoja Ojujuri, all the way from Arigajo in Ewekoro local government area. Bon, mon cher. A round of applause for Pa Philip Akoyebi.
My president, the chairman of SEC, members of the EXCOS who are invited, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am glad and I feel very proud of the achievement of this regime, the outgoing regime. They have done wonderfully well. I've been a part of the team as the immediate past president, and honestly, I could not have expected anything about what we have witnessed. I know, like the principal said yesterday, I even slept when my phone started ringing. I forgot that we were meant to have a meeting. You know, 8 o'clock when I saw my phone, I said, which is okay. Now, what I'm really proud of is the efficiency that we are seeing in it. Yes, they've only stayed 3 years, but I'm sure the impact they have made in the school, I mean, all of us can see it. That's not to say previous regimes too did not try in their own, but I could not have expected a better performance. But what I would just say is that since you are coming back and you are having additional input, well, the limit for you is the sky. So I wish you good luck. For those of you who are the present, I am happy. You know, it was yesterday we were discussing about traffic. I thought it was a joke. It was a nasty one. But then these are some of the sacrifices that are expected. I congratulate the EXCO. Congratulate those of us who have made it mandatory for us to be here. Pray that God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, will continue to uplift the progress of the school. Thank you very much.
For some of us who work in Shagam and Abeokuta, it took me 5 hours from Abeokuta to Shagam every day, to and fro. It's always crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to listen to the representative of 71-75 sets for their good ruling message and also an advice to the executive. The chairman, sir.
I will hand over to my colleagues since I'll be taking another role. Okay. Thank you very much. You see, we are very glad. I want to say that when we were to have another EXCO, I contacted who could really be a fantastic president for us, and that was Prince Bakari. And you know, we said it, we shared the message, and it came to me, and I just say that we have not